Hello, my Basset Hound friends and my sex and pie cuties. Mark the Punk Gamer, a.k.a. Markapunk here. And yes, sadly, it's another re-ranking of the studio albums yet again. And I'm re-ranking the Tokyo Blade albums for a second time. And they just released their new one. And I guess to tell you my thoughts on it, if their blade is sharp enough to be their best one. Who knows? I'm ranking them all 12, worst to best, in this re-ranking. I'm just sick of re-rankings at this point, but I just like having different opinions. It's more fun, right? But anyway, all that aside, let's re-rank this bitch and get this over with. So, worst to best, 12 to 1 of the Tokyo Blade main studio albums. Here we go. 12 and 11 are the worst, and I really do not like these ones whatsoever. Yes, if you remember from my original one, the 12th one is No Remorse. I am not hearing the robotic fucking Smurf type album ever again. I told you that in my older video I had. Holy shit, it's so bad, it's hilarious. And also, my number 11 is definitely Pump House. Fuck that one too. I have no tracks to like in this one. Those two are my bottom. They definitely fit my bottom that I never want to listen to ever again for 12 and 11. So those are the fucking worst ones, and they're a piece of fucking Basset Hound shit pile albums that Tokyo Blade made. Let's just move on to my number 10. My number 10 is gonna be a misbehaving again. Yes, it's the return of this bullshit. It's still my least favorite. Holy crap. The only couple of songs I think are memorable this time is Heartbreaker and Hot for Love. Those are the only songs I like from this. But it's still the bottom of my ranking. I just can't stand this one either. So my number 10 is I'm Misbehaving, bitch. Okay, to make this 10 times more laughable, my number 9 for me is going to be Black Hearts and Jaded Spades. Oh god, this went downhill after the last one. Holy shit. Yes, I'm not a fan of this one. Look, it's below average type of beat Tokyo Blade. It's just weird for me. Songs I did like, is only 3 of them, is Make It Through the Night, Always, and lastly, Dancing in the Blue Moonlight. Those are the only songs I did like from this, but goddamn, I'm just not a fan of this one at all. Number 9 for me is actually going to be Black Hearts and Jaded Spades. Number 8 is Fury. Yeah, this one. This is the one album that disappointed me 6 years ago. And it's still disappointing to me, actually. 4 songs I only like from this, sadly. Man in the Box, Cold Light of Day, Kill Me Till I'm Dead, and lastly, Message on a Wall. Yeah, this one still disappointed me a few years later, and it still does. Again, another below average Tokyo Blade album. Give me a break. But anyway, my number 8 is Fury. Oh, do you want to know what's even better than Fury? That's a tad bit higher than that, which is Burning Down Paradise. Now, this one is extremely underrated. Holy shit. And it's from the early 90s era, if I believe I remember correctly, yes. This is definitely a hidden gem of Tokyo Blade's main discograph, I can tell you that much. I can still have below average fun with this one too. The songs I did like this time is Wing and a Prayer, Head Full of Bad Wiring, Get Out of My Face, and lastly, Women in Love. Those are the only few songs I did like from it. Again, this Tokyo Blade album is such a goddamn hidden gem, it's so bad. But it's below average for me overall. Number 7 for me is going to be Burning Down Paradise. Number 6 is Dark Revolution. Yeah, things have changed now. I'm slowly not a fan of this one now. I thought Dark Revolution was cool back then a few years ago when I first ranked this. Oh god, that's not the case anymore years later. My mind has changed since then, I can tell you that much. I guess I'll tell you the songs I did like this time is Burning Rain, Dark Revolution, Truth is a Hunter, See You Down in Hell, The Lights of Soho, and lastly, Voices of the Damned. Those are the only songs I like this time, a few years later. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. But it's in the happy middle of my ranking. I can have a decent enough time with this one, I guess. It's above average for me, overall. My number 6 for me is going to be Dark Revolution. Number 5 for me is actually going to be Time is Fire. This is their latest one that came out last year. And guess what? I'm still disappointed with this one. Ugh. I want this to be better, but they're still doing the same shit like they did with Fury. Why are you doing the same thing? Why? In the love of God. But this one's above average overall. I was still disappointed with this one. I guess I'll tell you the songs I did like from it, I guess. So, Moth to the Fire, The Enemy Within, The Devil in You, Soldier On, Written in Blood, The 600, and lastly, We Burn. Yeah, this one disappointed me yet again. Goddamn Tokyo Blade, can you be like the older ones? But you just fucking can't, can you? But it's average for me for a Tokyo Blade album. I'm still disappointed with this one, overall. My number 5 is going to be Time is Fire. Alright, this will get a little better for me in this top of this ranking. So, number 4 for me is going to be Thousand Men Strong. I really want to like this album now. I'm starting to slowly climbing up to liking this one a little bit more than I originally did before back then. This is a good album overall, but it's not in my top 3. It's better than my last one, I can tell you that much. Songs I like is Thousand Men Strong, Lunch Case, No Conclusion, The Ambush, Killing Rays, Heading Down the Road, Condemned to Fire, and lastly Night of the Blade. Yeah, I'm starting to a little bit coming around to this one a little bit more since last time. It's a good album overall for me. Number 4 is Thousand Men Strong. My top 3, Bronze, Silver, and Gold. I actually like all tracks now, so a few years have changed my life. It really does. And it's my top 3 instead of 2 or 1 or anything. But anyway. My number 3 Bronze, I'm going to surprise you with this one, is Night of the Blade. This is their second full-length album. I really didn't give a shit about this one at first before a few years ago. Now I do give a shit. This is actually a great follow-up to their first self-titled, to be honest. This is a great follow-up. I really do enjoy this one now. And I do like all tracks. They're actually pretty good. And I really enjoyed the 80s sounding nostalgia for this one. It's really good, and it's a great follow-up from the first debut as well. Number 3 Bronze for me is actually going to be Night of the Blade. So, you want to know what's better than Night of the Blade? And yes, things have changed a few years later. Number 2 Silver Medal for me, and I really do like this one. It's called Unbroken. I still like Tokyo Blade's Unbroken album still, years later. This is their best one, actually. I really like the tone in this one. And it's my number 2 Silver Medal winner. I do like all tracks in this one. God damn, I love this one. This is the only 2010s era Tokyo Blade album I do like, which is Unbroken. I really do like this one. Damn good one in my opinion. I don't care. You can shoot me. I really like Tokyo Blade's Unbroken album. This is definitely their best one. Number 2 Silver spot for me is Unbroken. Alright, if you actually figured it out which one's my number 1 favorite out of the 12, and it might be a surprise to you, it might be the obvious one, which is Tokyo Blade 1983. So there you go, their self-titled. This is still my number 1 favorite out of the 12. Yes, the hell it is. I really like their first title debut, still years later. Yeah, this one I really roll with it, you know what I mean? Out of the 12, they're self-titled 1983. It still holds up in 2026 to me. This is their best Tokyo Blade album out of the 12. Huge, obvious surprise, isn't it? Yes, out of the 12, my number one gold medal winner, I'm sorry, I love Tokyo Blade's 1983 self-title. Deal with it, I don't care. You can take it as whatever it is you guys do. I just don't give a shit. Anyway, that is my re-ranking of the Tokyo Blade albums. Holy shit. And I don't know how many I have left. Oh yeah, I was gonna re-rank Megadeth and finally cap that off for the final time, and then Goat Moon, which to finish those re-ranks, guys. I'm working on new ones off screen to let you guys know that, and oh, I'm so sick of goddamn re-ranks. Oh, Mayhem just released their new album out of goddamn nowhere, and I have to go back to re-ranking them soon. Holy, God, it pisses me off nowadays. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video before I start raging like an asshole. Subscribe to me if you have not. Click the bell to get notified in all of my notifications. Also, like and share my re-ranking of the studio albums of Tokyo Blade, so I get more views and more subscribers. And I'll see you, my best sound friends, and my sex on pie cuties on my next video. See you later.